A post-apocalyptic future, piled with trash and polluted by plastic. It's a bleak image brought to life on stage by Performosa Theatre in their production Future World Hypothesis at the famous Cloudgate Theatre in New Taipei.
We always try to imagine after 300 years later what kind of landscape of we will live. So I think everyone can imagine that a lot of junk or a lot of something that couldn't digest by the sea.
More than an atmospheric story about humanity's fight for survival, the play reminds audiences of the impact people are having on the planet. The sustainability theme runs deep through the production, even to how it was put together.
Probably 95% of the materials that I use are sourced, collected plastic bottles, PET bottles, which have been transformed into these marine-looking creatures. We basically try to avoid buying new materials.
Some smaller grassroots efforts are also putting sustainability at the core of their practices. Theatre Naturally Connected, a production company based in Hsinchu in northern Taiwan, try to be waste-conscious in everything they do, sometimes by leaning into styles of theatre that were born from a lack of resources.
In Poland, we have a famous director, Grotowski, and he was a founder of the poor theater method. The actor that can create everything from his imagination and this inner landscape that it's created in his mind, and the rhythm of the body can make a music. And so it's really the less, the better.
The move towards sustainable theatre practices has gained traction in recent years, becoming an international collaborative mission, with Taiwan playing a key role. A symposium on diversity and sustainability in the arts is being held here at the Kaohsiung National Centre for the Arts, the biggest such venue in the world, and a building designed with sustainability in mind. It's a joint effort by Taiwan's Culture Ministry and the International Organization of Scenographers, Theatre Architects and Technicians, or OASTAT, an NGO building a global network for people in theatre production, as they agree to stay headquartered in Taiwan for another 5 years.
We are hoping to bring awareness from all the international community that this is the moment, this is the year we need to really look into the possibility of bringing sustainability thinking into theatre design.
At the event, conversations about how many small changes to industry practices come together to make a big difference in the environmental impact of a production.
You can't do everything all at once. Choose the easiest, most simple sort of action for you, whether that is changing out your electrical equipment for more sustainable electrical equipment, whether that is considering the paint that you use for your set design.
Every aspect of a piece of theatre or a concert can be examined and tweaked to reduce its energy costs, including using recycled materials to build sets, more energy-efficient stage lights, or finding new ways to repurpose existing props and costumes.
You could maybe take parts of a garment and modify and make a new costume, or you could upcycle, which means taking, for example, 2 garments and changing them in such a way that you would make a third one, a new one.
Though they admit taking a more sustainable approach to performance design can introduce new challenges.
There is a worry that when you start adopting sustainable practices, that might reduce your creativity.
But as creatives, many in the industry are up for the challenge.
I think theatre companies and theatre makers are often thinking about sort of the cutting edge or what's coming next, whether that is within their community, whether that's in the arts or technology. So they tend to be kind of on the forefront of these sort of global issues, and sustainability is one of those as well.
Theatre has long been a medium that tackles the most pressing issues in society. Now, as the world grapples with an increasingly polluted planet, the theatre industry is reconsidering the role it could play in reducing its impact on the environment. Justin Wu, Alex Chen and Reece Ayers for TaiwanPlus.